Greetings and welcome back to the MCOC Encyclopedia. Today we will be covering the energy-wielding man with a gun from the future, Bishop. The prowess-stacking, energy-holding, regenerating, and unblockable mutant. We will be breaking down all his abilities and the best ways to defeat him. I normally start these videos by diving straight into a champion's abilities, but today I'm going to start on a short side note. In my opinion, Bishop is an absolute pain, even with a decent counter, and he shows up everywhere in the story. All the way from Act 3 up to Act 8.1, which is as far as it goes at the moment, he shows up 18 times in total. And the issue is, there are very, very few decent counters for Bishop. A lot of fighting him is also about knowing what's going on and what will happen if you do different things. Make sure you stick around to find out. Firstly, Bishop has an odd mechanic when it comes to his special attacks. When he throws a special 1 or a special 2, Bishop only consumes the amount of power when the special attack is completed. Bishop also carries power from one fight to the next. What this means is, if you die by getting walloped by Bishop's special 2, or while he has 2 or more bars of power, revive and go back in, Bishop will start with about 2 bars of power. This can be especially punishing if you struggle against one of his special attacks, as he can kill you over and over and over again, right from the start of the fight. This doesn't happen on special 3s though. If he uses his special 3, the power is instantly consumed. However, if you die when he is at 3 bars of power by any other means, he will start the next fight at a full 3 bars and almost certainly nuke you right then and there. Bishop's primary mechanic is based around his prowess. When he is struck or blocks an attack, Bishop gains a prowess. Parries give him an additional 6 prowess. Energy attacks also give Bishop prowess at a rate of 3 prowess per second, so you can't stack up lots of them to give him a huge amount of prowess really quickly. Against skill champions, Bishop gains an additional prowess from all sources, and against tech champions, Bishop is granted 1 fewer prowess instead. This means against tech champions that deal only physical damage, Bishop will not gain any prowess when struck. When Bishop reaches 30 or more prowess, he starts to lose them one at a time until he is back at 30. They are lost faster and faster depending on how long he has been over 30. This also happens regardless of how much prowess Bishop has if he is bleeding, shocked, or incinerated. However, if he loses prowess this way, Bishop will deal energy damage to you for each prowess lost. Remember though, that incinerates and shocks are counted as energy damage, so these will be giving him prowess. The damage will give him prowess, but he will then lose it, dealing you a burst of damage. Gain prowess, lose prowess, you take damage, and this will repeat over and over again. Bishop's special attacks are also a problem. Both are a real pain to decks, with the special 1 being right up there in perhaps the top 5 most annoying specials in the entire game. After Bishop's special 1, he will trigger his steady release aura for 10 seconds. While you are close to Bishop, every 0.75 seconds, he will place an incinerate debuff on you for 3 seconds. These stack, and the damage does really add up. The special 2 not only hits like a train, but if it does hit you, you will be incinerated proportional to the damage he dealt. So if you take 3 crits to the face, that is a massive incinerate. Just get clipped by the end, much less damage. It can be dexed and watch the hand coming forward for a good cue, but it is very punishing if you mistime it. The special 3, whilst best avoided for obvious reasons, will place a large energy vulnerability on you for 20 seconds, increasing all energy damage you take, and that's his hits, his specials, and the incinerates from his special 1. They get jacked up even further. Bishop's signature ability grants him different effects depending on how many bars of power he starts with. Usually this will be 0 because it'll be the first time you're going in, and so we will be focusing on this one, but I will mention the others. If Bishop starts the fight with less than 1 bar of power, all his special attacks will be unblockable, depending on how many prowesses he had when he threw the special. At Sig 1 he requires nearly 30 prowess, but at Sig 200 it's only 10. So with a non-tech or non-physical damage champion, that's 10 hits and all of his specials are unblockable. Given how annoying Bishop's specials are, there's a pretty good chance you will be taking them to the face. If Bishop has between 1 and 2 bars of power, whilst blocking, he will go stun immune, and you will lose up to 80% ability accuracy. Very punishing. Between 2 and 3 bars of power, his special attacks will incinerate you proportional to the damage that they dealt, so that's even more incinerates to worry about. And if the previous fight ended with Bishop at 3 bars of power, but again not killing you with those 3 bars, he will start this fight with his steady release aura active for 15 seconds. Okay, so let's try and deal with all of those incinerates. Of course, we have incinerate immune champions, and we also have those that can shrug off debuffs. Not quite. If you try and purify a debuff for Bishop, he will instead deal you a large amount of energy damage. Champions like Kingpin, Crossbones, Valkyrie are non-options due to this. On top of this, against skill champions only, any purified stuns are instantly replaced with longer, passive stuns. A few other points about Bishop's kit. Firstly, Bishop has really high base energy resistance. Any champion that uses predominantly energy damage will deal significantly less, as well as giving him additional prowess. Finally, if Bishop dashes back and holds block, he will start converting his prowess into regeneration buffs, maximum of 5. They don't heal that much, but they can add up, so something to look out for. So let's go through what we need as a counter. We need someone that can deal with the prowess, or can block unblockable specials, preferably doesn't deal energy damage, unless we can use that to our advantage, and is preferably incinerate immune to get around the special 1. There is only one champion in the game that can fully counter Bishop. Infamous Iron Man, sometimes referred to as I-Doom. His attacks are energy based, but he is tech, so Bishop will gain 2 prowess on every hit. However, Infamous Iron Man has an ability that if his opponent gains 2 or more prowess in one go, they don't gain any prowess, and instead gain an energy vulnerability debuff. These debuffs do get weaker as they stack up, but your damage will just go up and up and up throughout the fight. There are some crazy videos out there of Infamous Iron Man just melting really big bishops. He is also fully incinerate immune, so there is basically nothing Bishop can do. No prowess, no unblockable, no incinerates. The top option. But if you don't have him, who else can we use? For a start, we have our Cheese Queen trio, which is Ghost, Quake and Kitty. Ghost can phase at least most of the damage from Bishop's special attacks, and the incinerates will give her such a massive damage boost that most fights can be ended in one special 2. If not, Power Back Boost will make sure that you're ready to go straight in again. Quake does Quake things. If you never make contact, then Bishop can't gain power, you don't hit him, no prowess, just none of his abilities ever come into play. Finally, Kitty can dash phase through both Bishop's special 1 and 2, so the unblockability doesn't matter, and the incinerates from the special 1 will just fuel your prowess even further. No need to throw your special 1 or special 3 for your own incinerates. Besides them, our options start to become more limited. We are looking for an incinerate immune champion that can deal with prowess. Any physical damage dealing tech champions will give him no prowess, so let's have a look for some of those. Unfortunately, there aren't any. Well, kind of. Vulture is a good option at first glance. He deals predominantly physical damage and is tech. But if you dex an attack, you will place an incinerate on your opponent. And the likelihood of this happening by accident is just too high. Ultron, when at max sig, has a minus 90% incinerate debuff duration, so that can work. But do note that Bishop will still gain a few prowess from the energy damage on your specials. Warlock is a decent counter if you can avoid letting Bishop use his special 1, because that's where the incinerates come from, as are Captain America Sam Wilson and Guillotine 2099. Looking outside the tech class, Colossus deserves a special mention. He's Incinerate immune, but you will have to watch out for the unblockable specials. Fortunately, you can play him with a parry heavy and special 2 playstyle to try and keep the hit count as low as possible. Fewer hits, fewer prowess. Beating Bishop, though, is as much about playstyle as it is about counter. Any Incinerate immune champion of any class can work if you can keep the prowess low. Any prowess removing champion, or champion that can stop him gaining prowess in the first place, can work, but you'll need to watch out for the special 1 and its incinerates. You can use a technique called heavy baiting to try and avoid the special 1. After you get your opening, whether that's parry, intercept, whatever, just do 4 hits, so medium, light, 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 and then immediately hold block. The AI will often try and throw a heavy attack or a combo rather than use a special 1. You can use this to push Bishop to his special 2, if you can dex it. It is something worth practicing. So, Bishop gains prowess when hit or receives energy damage. When awakened, he can go unblockable when he has a sig-dependent number of prowess, down to as low as 10. The special 1 is extremely annoying to dex, and Bishop will place incinerates on you if you are too close for up to 10 seconds afterwards. The special 2 hits very hard and will incinerate you if it hits. Infamous Iron Man is the best Bishop counter, followed by the cheese queens of Ghost, Kitty, and Quake. After that, look to your roster for Incinerate immune champions or physical damage dealing tech champions and avoid letting Bishop use his special 1. I hope this helps you against any future Bishops, and do let me know how your fights are going now. I'm unsure exactly what I will cover next, so do let me know below what you are stuck on or who you are stuck on. Thank you, and I will see you next time.